Hello students, good morning to all of you. It's your Ajay sir in front of you with the chapter number 7 of the congruency. As you all know that we have discussed about the first theorem SAS in our first class. Today we will learn about the further theorems. As just come to the content student, your in SAS we have learned that two triangles ABC, suppose we are taking two triangles, one is your ABC, second one is your DEF. If two of its side, suppose BC equal to EF and AC equal to DF, and the including angle between BC and AC is equal to the angle that is included between EF and DF are equal, then we call it that both the triangles are congruent using SAS. How to prove SAS rule I have already taught you in your previous class. Now today we will learn about ASA congruency criteria, means angle side angle congruency criteria. For any geometrical proof, student, first of all we need to write, first we write the given, second we write the what we have to prove, and in the third case we write construction. Construction means what? कि any geometrical change that is done in the figure to overcome the result, means whatever the changes that we make in the figure to bring our result, that is written over in the construction, student. And in the given, as whatever the statement that is given to us in the theorem, we write the content, we choose the content from there in given, and what we have to prove that is written into proof, and construction I have already told you what we write, and finally in the fourth step we write, student, proof. So student, in this theorem, just in ASA, student, in ASA I will just make you understand that how to prove this theorem further, means with proper steps you have to write by yourself, means given you have to write by yourself, to prove you have to write yourself, construction you have to write by yourself, proof also. Just I will make you understand that how to prove ASA theorem. Now student, come to the topic of the ASA theorem. See, it's written that two triangles are congruent if two angle and the included side of the one triangle is equal to the two angles and the included side of the other. Let's understand this theorem by figure. See, suppose I draw a figure over here. I have drawn two triangles, student. Let it be a B, C, D, E and F. So in these two triangles, student, it is saying that two triangles are congruent if one angle, suppose B is equal to E, one angle, and further one more angle, so let BC equal to your F, and the included side between these angles, means the angle B and angle C include BC over here, and angle E and angle F include EF over here. If this criteria is followed somewhere, we call that the triangles are congruent using ASA congruency criteria. Okay student, now we will see its proof. So for you can write given by yourself, as I have told you. Given that can be written using this statement. What we are given in this statement, we can write the given using. It means I am just dictating. We will just write in given ABC and DEF are two triangles in which angle B equal to angle E, angle C equal to angle F, and BC equal to EF. Clear? Then we have to prove. Then we have to write proof. In the proof, student, we will write to prove triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. Then we will write the construction. So here, student, for the construction, for proving this theorem, we will got the three cases. Means we will compare one of the side of the triangle ABC to the side of the one of the side of the triangle DEF. Apart from the matter that is given to us. Means in the given, what we are given, that angle B equal to angle E, angle C equal to angle F, and BC equal to EF. This is given to us. But you have to write this statement properly. Okay. Secondly, to prove, what we will write, a triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. This we have to prove, student. Okay. Now for proving this construction, means in the construction we can take the construction, its construction in proof itself. Means in the proof I have told you that we will just compare its side from the first triangle to the another triangle. Let us compare all the possibilities between AC and DF. Okay, AC and DF. So here is your student AC and here is your DF. Just I have told you we will compare all the possibilities between AC and EF. So what can be the possibilities that can be taken in this triangle, in the side between these two triangles? So means the first possibility may be that it might possible that AC equal to DF. Second possibility can be that AC can be greater than DF. And your third possibilities may be that AC is your less than DF. This can be your possibilities, student. So when we will go to the first possibility, when AC equal to DF, when we will take AC equal to DF, the first means when AC equal to DF. If we draw a figure according to that, so here is A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. See, we are already having B equal to E, C equal to F, and BC equal to EF. This is given to us. And for in the case first, we have taken AC equal to DF. Means here is your AC, that's equal to DF. So for this, what we can say that in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, okay, BC equal to EF, it's given to us. Okay, angle C equal to angle F, it's also given, and AC equal to DF using case 1. Let it be a case 1. Okay, so see, side, angle, side, side, angle, side. So both the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF using SAS. Means ASA, angle side angle, was given to us, but when we have taken the case, the triangles becomes congruent by using the criteria SAS. I hope the first case has been clear to you. For the second case, student, for the second case we will take, let's see the second case over here. Okay, for the second case what we will do, we will take triangle ABC. Okay, in the second case, let AC, it was AC greater than DF. Okay, so we will first of all, according to that we will draw the figure. Here is our ABC, it's DEF. Okay, so here student, it's being said that AC is greater than DF, means the length of AC is greater than the length of DF. So in this statement, in this case student, what we do, we just increase the side of the DF as until and unless it become equal to the AC. Means what? We will increase FD to suppose E. We have increased FD to E such that it become equal to AC. Means FD is increased to E such that AC equal to FE. Okay, and joined, sorry, let's take it F over here, just because E has been already taken. Okay, so AC equal to, oh sorry, F is also, let it be M. Okay, let this point be M. Okay, so FD is increased to M. Okay, FD is increased to M such that length of AC equal to FM and joined ME. Clear? Let it be joined over here. Clear? This is the construction I have made when the side AC was greater than DF. Now just compare the triangles. The triangle ABC and triangle MEF. Okay, so BC equal to EF, it has been already given in the, see, it has been already given in the over here in the first statement itself. BC is equal to EF. Okay, so BC equal to EF given to us. Angle C equal to angle F, it is also given here. Angle C equal to angle F. Okay, it also given. And student, one more thing is given by construction in it, that is AC equal to your FM. AC is equal to your FM. This happens because of the AC equal to FM. This is just because construction of the case 2. Okay, so by this student, what can be, it can be concluded that triangle ABC must be congruent to triangle EFM using SAS. Triangle will be congruent using SAS. If the triangles are congruent, then the corresponding part must be equal. Therefore, we can write, see, the triangles are congruent over here. If the triangles are congruent, then what can we write? Therefore, the angle opposite to this AC is your angle B. Means we can write angle ABC equal to angle, and see, AC was your equal to FM. So see, where is the FM? Here is your M and here is your F. So, and the angle opposite to this FM is your this angle, complete this angle, that's your angle MEF, angle MEF. But it was given that angle ABC is equal to angle DEF, angle DEF. It was given and it came from CPCT. If we this compare these two theorem, this statement, ABC is both the here both are the ABC, that means if the LHS is equal, that means RHS will also be equal. Then we can say that therefore angle MEF equal to angle DEF. Now come to the figure, student. Here we have obtained the result angle MEF equal to DEF. You see MEF matlab from here to here, this complete angle, okay, is given that it is equal to DEF. Your DEF, it's over here. It's over here. So it can't be possible that on a same segment M and D are the two different points on the same segment, and the resultant value is that DEF become equal to angle MEF since it is a greater angle. But what can say that angle MEF is greater than angle DEF. So this is a relation, but we have obtained this relation. Then how could be it possible? So here the contradiction occurs. We can say that it can be only possible. It can be only possible when M coincides with D. Means M coincides with D. Means both the angle. It is only possible when this angle equal to this. When suppose this is M over here, this M tends to and comes at point D. If the M will change its point, suppose it's changing its point here, from then here, then here, then here, and finally the M comes at D. Means when M will comes at point D, definitely this angle will get also shorter, and this EM will coincide means what? It overlap with ED, and finally when it will happen, then this result can be obtained. So by this your second, therefore triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF using second case. In the same thing is done for the third case also, student. In the third case, what we will see, I will make you a rough figure for that. Suppose A, B, C, and here we have taken D, E, F. Okay. In the third case, your AC was less than DF. That means length of AC is smaller than length of DF. So just take a M mark over here and join this. So in the construction we have taken cut FM equal to AC and join EM. And for that also, student, we will just make the congruent BC equal to EF. It's given to us. Angle C equal to angle F. AC equal to, student, FM by construction. Both the triangle will be congruent using SAS. When the triangles are congruent, that means their corresponding parts will be equal. That means what? The angle ABC equal to angle MEF. Here MEF, CPCT, the result of CPCT. But your angle ABC is equal to angle DEF. It is in your given. It was in your given. Same the condition occur. LHS equal, that means RHS equal. Means this MEF equal to this DEF. same criteria, same condition as what we have seen in the case number second. For that we will write similarly, it can be only possible when M coincides with D. Hence, using the third case also, we can prove the theorem A as A. Okay student, so in this way student, we can prove the congruency criteria of A as A. And I have just made you clear about this theorem. If you have got doubt, you can also see the content of your book. If you get somewhere you get the doubt, you can contact me for your query. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.